where there are no commissions. Whereas on the other hand, people would invest in a pension plan, a child plan, a ULIP without realizing that whether do they really need it. At the end of the day, you have people are underinsured because you're paying so much premium there that a simple plain vanilla product which is not sold to you is not bought at all. I mean, you pay a less premium and you get more cover, but people would not buy it. People have to realize, we have to realize, insurance is meant for protection and not for investment. Keep the two aside. It's another common thing. We start, I am 55 or 25, does not matter. How does it matter? Does. Warren Buffett said it. He bought his first share when he was 11 and he felt it was late. Asset allocation changes. Your whole cycle has gone through. You start earning when you're 25. You can take a higher risk. You can park your money into investment of equity. Whereas at 55, when you're supposed to enjoy fruits of that equity, is when you're saddled with, bad NAVs, tracking NAVs and fluctuating markets. As I see today, credit cards are a big threat. People use credit cards as a means to live by, not as a facilitator. They splurge. And at the end of the day, users are unaware that we are actually paying charges as high as 36 to 40% on outstanding balances. That's because the credit card statement tells you minimum balance due. You think, okay, fine, let's pay this. And that's the trap. Welcome, you're the bakra inside. There again, it's so easy to get credit cards today because sales agents have their commissions, their targets to meet. So they're selling credit cards. And you feel, okay, one more, and you have another credit limit. But it's actually a trap, unless you use it as a facilitator, but not as a means to live by. It's another favorite product, hybrid investments. Warren Buffett again says this. There seems to be some perverse human characteristic that likes to make easy things difficult. Investing is easy. We like to make it tough. In both in business and investments, it is usually far more profitable to simply stick with the easy and obvious than it is to resolve the difficult. What doesn't work is when you start doing things you don't understand or because they worked last week for someone else. Someone may be a broker himself and structured a product and he's sitting in the market with his eyes glued to the market screen all the time. It's different for us. His situation is different. That 25 lakhs or 50 lakhs is just a passing kind of a thing for him. It's not a very big thing. You could play around with the Nifty. Can we? That's our hard-earned money. That's the total saving we had. Can we? No. It's simple, but we are making it complex. Why make life complex? The dumbest reason in the world to buy stocks is because it's going up. To invest successfully, you need not understand beta, efficient markets, modern portfolio theory, options pricing, or emerging markets. You may in fact be better off knowing nothing of these. Again, Warren Buffett says this. Upon leaving the derivatives business, our feelings about the business mirrored a line in a country song. I liked you better before I got to know you so well. This he said in 2008 in a letter to shareholders. Coming to an end, Peter Lynch summarizes this very well for us. The list of qualities an investor ought to have include patience, self-reliance, common sense, a tolerance for pain, open-mindedness, detachment, persistence, humility, flexibility, a willingness to do independent research, an equal willingness to admit mistakes, and the ability to ignore general panic. Such an important statement. Anyway, all these Americans have said beautiful things. Lastly, coming to our lingo, I'm going to say, दिखावे पे मत जाओ, अपनी अक्ल लगाओ. And as a typical Bombay wala, I'm now going to give you a formula which Warren Buffett has given us to get rich. Be greedy when others are fearful, and be fearful when others are greedy. With these words, I wish you all the best in your investments.